Woo!
Hello.
Hi
there.
Man, it is good to be here with everybody tonight.
Yes.
I know we got a lot of people that are out there rocking it in the field right now. This is an exciting night. I call this is hump night, guys. Wednesday night, we're going to have a rockin' roundtable tonight talk about some important things. Matthias, let me see that shirt. Is that on the front or is it supposed to be on the back? That is wild. I want one of those.
Big and beastly large.
Dude, I've only got this one.
Oh, that's the one on the main. I know that picture where they're all pointing like this. That's awesome.
Whoa, we have Jason Castle on tonight. Oh man. Woo! Oh,
Hey,
wow.
Marcelo.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
Marcelo, welcome. Who's next to you there?
That's his son.
Arthur, me.
Arthur, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you doing?
You're in for a treat tonight, my man. You're in for a treat tonight. Get ready. I call it the wind up. We're about to wind up, guys. Everybody, we're about to wind up. Let's just wait for a few more people to pop on. Mr. Michael Nolan, how are you tonight?
I'm doing 10 on 10.
Beautiful. Love to hear that. Michael, if you don't mind, as my co-pilot, can you help me? I'm going to make you co-host here. And then if you can accept people in, because we're going to probably have another 15 people pop on, and then we'll crush it. Oh yeah.
Hey, Marco.
Hi guys.
Hey. You look like you're in a fake car.
No, I'm actually in my car. I just left the office.
Sweet.
Are you?
What's happening, Marco? What's happening?
Hey, Judd, how are you?
Couldn't be better, man. Couldn't be better. I'm wearing
Nice,
my.
I like the hat. I like
Thanks.
it.
That's Don Manzo's hat.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wear it proudly. You know, one of the things I often say, though, I have to put it on backwards a lot of the time because Dom goes so fast that when you put it forwards, it flips off all the time, you know? So you gotta be careful. Got to be careful with that Let's Go hat. All
Looks
right.
good.
Cool, guys. I'm going to mute everybody. We are 7:03 p.m. and let's get started. Let's get cracking. We've got a lot of great things that are going to be we're going through tonight. First and foremost, let's go through some house cleaning items. Just do a little process stuff. All right. So down at the very bottom, you've got your reactions button. Feel free to go ahead and click reactions to send thumbs up, hands up, whatever you desire. You can do that. And that is a great way of just sending signals. If you want to say something, there you go. Jonathan, well done, brother. Thumbs up. Look at that go. If you guys want to raise your hand at any point in time and you have something you want to talk about, we'll always try to get to you during a meeting. If not, then you can always post it in the chat window down at the bottom. You'll see there's a little chat window. I can see people already chatting, which is great. Matthias is communicating with Jaime right there. That's great. You guys can send independent private chats to each other, which is cool, direct chats, or you can send it to the whole group. If you're making fun of me, just make sure you do it behind my back. Don't do it right in a public setting. All right, my feelings get hurt. No, I'm kidding, guys. And then let's, of course, make sure that when we come on to audio, you can come off your mute. Just make sure you know where your mute button is and you can come on. And then when you're finished speaking, please go ahead and just remute yourself. That would be helpful. And we'll go from there. Who here is hyped up, by the way, tonight? Like, is anybody hyped up or you guys feeling like average energy? Okay, nowhere near the total people on here raise their hands. So let's get up and hype up, guys. You know the routine, AK Roundtable. Everybody stand up. Let's go. Stand up. Marcelo, you too. Arthur, get up. Let's go, guys. I'm not going to start the meeting until everybody's up. Jason Castle, do not stand up. You're driving. All right. We're going to do a speed run to the left, a speed one to the right, and then hands up. Matthias is going to take it away. Let's start with our left run. 10 times, guys, 10 times. 6, 8, 9, 10. To the right, guys. 6. And above your head 10 times. Let's go, Matthias. Oh yeah, look at that AK5. Woo. Fantastic work. All right. Everybody feeling hyped up now? Raise your hand if you're feeling hyped up now. Honestly, let's go. We got to start this meeting with energy. Cool. All right. This is the way we roll. All right. We're going into our wins this week, guys. Everybody's going to feel free to raise your hand if you want to celebrate some wins and you want to share it with the rest of the team on here. Let's rock and roll, guys, because there's nothing better than having wins that you can share and be proud of and have other people support you with that and cheer on with you. So I'd like to go through those wins. Stephen, what is happening, my man? All the way up, Western Canada, rocking it. Weather's warming up. Come on in.
So, hi, everybody. Before I get into my win, if I could make a request, some of you may have heard a lot of my province is on fire.
Oh,
There are serious wildfires. So if I could request your thoughts, your prayers for the people who are impacted for a speedy recovery. And for those who are able, people have been asked, just as you're able, if you're able to donate to the Red Cross to help with relocation, food, water, medicine, that would be great. So it's impacted my business a little bit, but not directly at all. But my win, I got an email from a prospect saying, hey, what's your price for line painting? Emailed him back, and I landed my first job. Finally, after months of work, we got the first job down. And then I thought, well, there's another prospect right beside it. So I sent them a message saying, I am literally going to be right beside you, painting the parking lot on this day. Do you mind if I come and take care of your lines as well? And the guy said, sure, come take care of it. So job 1 and 2, they happened right lickety split side by side.
What was the total for the 2 jobs?
You're looking at around $12.50.
$12.50 for both jobs. How long is it going to take you to do those jobs?
The little one, I'm thinking an hour, and the other one has about 100 lines and a couple handicap stalls, so probably 2 hours.
Yeah, you'll probably be looking at less than half a day of work. Good stuff, man. Congratulations. Well done, brother. Thank you for the notice about the fires. I did not hear about that.
yeah.
But certainly will be sharing a link on my social media as well. I appreciate you bringing that up, man. And be safe, please.
Thanks, good.
Be safe. Let's get out and crush it too. I want to hear about 5 jobs for next week. I want to hear that you've closed 5 more. Let's do it, buddy. Proud of you, man. All right, Matthias, come on. Let's go. You're on deck.
Okay, so I've had this last week and a half has been so amazing. I just wanted to thank the people that I've been able to speak to, communicate with, and work with. I've had some really good in-depth conversations, and I know some of them are on here, and I just thank you all for being a part of my life and allowing me to help you guys with yours. And I'm so thankful. I just wanted you all to know that I really appreciate you. And you all know who you are, and we'll continue talking, and I'll be here for you coming forward. So thank you. That's my win.
That is absolutely awesome. And, it's so incredible. Every morning, by the way, everybody, if you're not doing morning huddles with your team in your company, even if it's yourself, make sure you're doing a huddle on your own, right? But you really should be doing a 15-minute huddle every morning. Ours usually goes sometimes to 45 minutes or an hour. It's supposed to be 15 minutes. Michael Nolan is smiling and fully guilty for meeting overtime. But guys, in our morning huddles and meetings for our sales team, if I'd actually invite some of you, if you ever wanted to come in and listen to it, just so you guys know, our morning huddles are about such incredible positive stories and the things that we're seeing out there in social media, the success stories and the challenges too, right? It's not all butterflies and cupcakes, as we say. There's just great deep conversation that we have. And I know Doug and Spencer are on, and they're, newest members with AK, and they're hearing it firsthand. So I'll tell you guys, straight up, the team that you have supporting you from AK to help you on your mission. We are here relentlessly, guys, and we just want the best for you in all situations, and we'll always be here for you to make that happen. That lighthouse that Matthias has in the background, and him, you know, when you look at that AK logo and that crown on his chest right there, that's literally what every day coming with us, working hard for each and every one of you. So huge round of applause to Matthias. Thank you for all you do, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're incredible. All right, cool. Let's keep rocking through. What's going on, Jeanette?
Hey, how is everyone? Stephen, I'm sending prayers your way. I got some good news and some questionable news. So I was able to resign from my daytime job, Spartanburg Humane Society. We're in that much business. And I'm still going to go volunteer because it is a nonprofit organization. So I do want to keep working with the animals and stuff. Our business is growing. We're connecting with asphalt companies around the area, property management companies around the area. We're crack filling and seal coating now, not just striping. And I did the Google My Business and Google Ads, and I've been getting a lot of calls from paving jobs. So I'm able to subcontract them out, and in return, they're sending us work their way as well. Our way, I meant.
Very cool.
And I would like people's thoughts on this, because I've been doing some research about it. Chuck's best friend is a veteran, and he is wanting to invest $50,000 in our company. That would be a big investment for us for right now, because we're just starting up. But Chuck is kind of skeptical. I know, and I've told him, you know, it's going to be great. He's a veteran, could put it as veteran-owned company. He has a lot of contacts. He has a business that he runs right now, and he has a lot of contacts that he would be bringing to the table. So that opens up the door for us for more clientele. But Chuck's also thinking in the long run, okay, we're going to have to pay him back and pay him well, because he's going to be a co-owner. I'm all for it. Chuck is a little skeptical on it. I was wondering if I could get someone's opinions or advice for that. And Judd, thank you for sending me the prices on that crack filling. I greatly appreciate it.
My pleasure. I'd love to chime in on this because I've got a lot of experience with partnerships and equity deals. So I would love to share. And then if anybody else wants to share, feel free to raise your hand and to talk about this. So partnerships. They can be really, really, really great, or they can be really, really, really bad. And it comes down to you guys having an ironclad shareholders agreement that will support the mission on the go forward, so that there are no loose ends at all, so that if something does change or adjust, that there's an opportunity for exit, whether there's a shotgun clause that's in there or whatever that shareholder agreement looks like. But before you do that, if you're considering truly partnering somebody for the money, I would strongly advise against it.
Mm-hmm.
I would strongly advise against it, especially with $50,000. Depending on your credit, I would strongly recommend that the bank is your partner for a short period of time.
Right.
At a percentage that's going to be way less than what you'll ever have to pay a partner. Now, if you can do a deal with that partner for the 50 grand and they don't take equity, and that you're going to pay fair interest to them for that money, and during that payback period, there's a percentage of sales, not a percentage of profit because they're in your books now, but a percentage on top line sales that you might give them, then that would be something I would consider in the case that credit was not supporting your ability to go and get that capital. But I'll tell you, one of the things that resonates most about Emery Asphalt Services, LLC, and yourself is that I remember a very, very short period ago, very short period of time, when you were on here role practicing for your very first time, about to go and sell your very first job, really. And if you think about what you just made a statement with here, which is you're resigning from your job to come full-time into your family business, and that you're brokering deals for paving, and you're doing crack sealing and seal coating, and you're building the heck out of your future, and you own all of the equity, and you're taking all of that money home, and you're an absolute queen in what you're building right now. Don't ever, ever let $50,000 persuade you. Now, if he has a ton of customers that he can bring to the table, pay him a fair commission. Give him a fair commission on any of the deals, but you've built this thing, continue to build it, man. That's my best advice. Anybody else, feel free to jump in here. Rob, do you want to jump in on this conversation right now? Is that what your hand's up, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I went through a bad partnership relationship, and I think I have a very good now, but you really, really need to know the personality that you're going to partner with. Like, don't overlook that, right? Because it's so crucial that you know that person well, not just like Judd said, not just about the money, but you know that you can really truly work with that person. You have the same values, the same beliefs, and the same long-term goals. That because if one person has a short-term goal, another has a long-term goal, and somebody wants to get out of it early and you want to continue to go, right? That causes just a problem in itself. So you really want to have those hard conversations with that person and write down what these values are that they have about that business that you're going into together, right? I think it's crucial that you know that person.
Thank you.
No problem.
And Jeanette, you've got this. You've got
Thank
this.
you.
And
And thank you for helping me, Judd. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you, because if it wasn't for this, doing this each week, and you know, you helping me role play and helping me learn how to get the sales, I think I'm a good talker, but with your guidance on how to approach people, and you know, what are the key factors to say, what are the key factors not to say, and just practicing it in front of the mirror, just like 5 or 10 times a day. Thank you, because that has helped me a lot.
Thank you. You make me better. That's awesome. And I do want to say something too. I'm so glad to know that I have stable internet here at our property, because Rob McKenzie's at the other end of the property in unit number 10 in the honeymoon suite. Let me see the honeymoon suite. Show us. Let me see that place. All right. Look at that. Woo! Seaside, baby. I love it. Fantastic. Rob, I'm going to come out and we're going to talk afterwards. Let's light the fire. All right, cool. Jeanette, thank you so much for all the feedback and also the question. Fantastic question. Well done. These are good challenges to have. Love it. All right, cool. Let's keep rolling. And then I've got a special guest that I want to introduce you all tonight, actually. And that's going to be an important part of your business, whether you've got one running or one that you're considering to open up. And I will introduce you just shortly after the next win here. Joe Smith, what is going on, brother? Come on, come off mute. What's happening?
Hi. Not much, man. Actually, a lot's going on. It's been a wild week, man. An absolutely wild week. So, starting out with the weather's finally here. So we started seal coating on Saturday, my first job, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know what I was doing, so I was literally YouTubing how to use my equipment about a half hour before I was supposed to be at the job. So it was like majorly stressful, right? So, yeah, that's yeah.
Let me ask you, Joe. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
You posted a photo on your Instagram feed, right?
Yeah.
Guys,
Which,
this is
which one? I'm doing it every night now. I'm doing it. I'm constant with it now, right? So
brother, I think that I know exactly. Yeah, check this out, everybody. Check this out. This is awesome. This is so much fun. Check this guy out right here. Whoa!
there you go.
Is that you, brother?
That's me. And you know what? That's a third job. If you go to my story, the first job I did, the one I was really sketched out about, the one I knew nothing about and just jumped into it, it ended up being a crazy thing because I had no idea. So I would have been more stressed out about it at the time. But it ended up being the chief of paramedics for Peterborough County. So he literally knows everybody. But if you go to my story, there's a review there. And that's literally after my first job. That's the review that came back. So the confidence like just blew up after that one. I don't know if it's still up there. Hopefully it is.
Wow, dude. So hold on for a second.
Yeah.
You go and do this very first job, right? This is your very first time that you laid crack seal down?
This is that would be probably that's my third job in. So that's Monday. And Monday was even more bizarre than the first day, right? And I can't actually so the first day actually turned into these three separate jobs, which was Monday, which I had to call in sick. I'm a high-rise concrete worker. I work in the city. I drive 3 hours a day to get to my job. I wake up at 3 a.m. I've been doing it for years. And I had to call in sick. I never call in sick. My boss knows about the company and knows that something's up. And when I came in Tuesday after these three jobs, he said, listen, man, like screaming and fuming, say, hey, listen, like you need to quit or you got to get out of here right now. Like take your tools and go home. Right. And I don't have any work. Like I don't have anything lined up and I'm losing my mind. Right. But I got in the truck. I didn't say goodbye to anybody. I got in the truck. I went back to Peterborough. I grabbed my trailer, loaded up, sold 2 jobs, worked that afternoon. And now we're rocking. I'm booked up every single day up until Tuesday, which I know is going to turn into more because people are just stopping. They see me out doing it and they come up and it's really natural, man. It's going that way. Right. So
did you resign from your job or no?
Forced to resign. This is a quit or you're fired situation. Right. So
you're done. You're done. You're in this now.
I have no option, Judd. You dragged me into this one, man. This, you know what I mean? This is on you, but it's going to work. I know it's going to work. And the way I'm going about it and to everybody too on the round table that's following me on Instagram and Facebook, I really appreciate it. As well as you, Judd, sharing a few photos, right? Like it does work. This stuff all works, right? So whether I get a phone call from that or somebody sees it and it just kind of verifies, hey, you know what, this guy's legit, I'll give him a call. Like they might have one of my cards that has my Instagram on it, right? And they check it out. So yeah, no, it's good. Everything's
couldn't be more excited for you, man. Couldn't be more excited. Did you make some money this week so far?
Yeah. Now there's the hard part, right? I think actually Addie might have called you today about an issue I'm having.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's easy
so
stuff.
I was told and kind of checked around that kind of between 30 and 40 cents per square foot in Ontario is reasonable. So what I did is, and when I bought my product back in March or whatever, because this is when I was cold calling back then in snowstorms, right? I needed a price. So I went along with, okay, I'm middle of the road. I'm 37 cents a square foot, right? And I get back after doing 4 driveways and I'm through 55 gallons. Like it's empty. I finished that one with the picture of me crack filling. I literally spattered the last like 4 feet of that driveway. It was just, and that was all I had. So now I've got jobs booked up in the next week. I've got 2 55-gallon drums left. And I'm not gonna make it into my bookings. So I have to sort out how I'm gonna get more product. I'm gonna have to sort out my pricing. And
so let me help you. Let me help you. Let me explain something. You're charging for an average 600 square foot driveway, which is what we call a 4-car driveway, 2 long by 2 wide, double garage door. You're charging $222. 22 years ago, when I was seal coating, actually building Imperial asphalt maintenance, I was charging $250. You're charging $222. This is 22 years later. And
good.
so Rob McKenzie, come off mute. You're in Canada. What are you charging for a 4-car driveway to do a residential crack and seal job?
I'm generally at about 37 cents.
For seal coat?
Yeah, I've done it a little bit more, but mostly 37 cents to seal.
That is,
Yeah,
I think
that is so
I
cheap.
think I'm pricey in the area too, because people are like, whoa, 37. They said the guy came last year and he gave me a quote. Well, they all say that for 190 or whatever, right? I'd say, listen, okay, this guy's not insured. He's not legit. There's no way. And can you trust the product that he's doing? You don't know him. Can you even tell me the name of the company? She says, well, no, right? I said,
I wouldn't touch, I wouldn't touch a driveway, like any kind of 4-car driveway, for under $400 at this time. Like, not even touch it. I wouldn't even consider it for anything less than 400. And you want to know something? When you say the 37 cents, they hum and haw, and then they say that the old price. But what if you came in at 450? What would happen? And I'm telling you, people will pay it, but it depends on your belief and conviction. You are not. Let me ask you something. Are you a fly by night?
absolutely not. We're a pavement asset management company. We're professionals. We're insured and we're local, right? So this is like, I'm preaching this like constantly, right? And it's coming out quick. It's coming out smooth, and I'm closing jobs fast, which is good.
Then believe
But
in
it's
more.
gotta be a
Then
little bit-
believe in more. Believe in more. I would strongly recommend going up to about 55 cents a square foot, 50 to 55 cents a square foot, and try it. The people that believe in 37 cents are going to get 37 cents. The people that go in at 50 cents will get 50 cents. Guys, I sell equipment that's more expensive in some cases than any of our competitors, like Sealmaster or something, but you get all of this. It's different, guys. If you believe wholeheartedly in what it is that you're providing as value to somebody and over delivering on solutions to their problems, is it important to keep a driveway safe?
Absolutely.
Is it important to keep it long lasting?
100%. Yeah.
Is it important for it to look great? Is that worth 350 or 400 bucks?
Yeah.
Of course it is, guys. They're going out to dinner with their there's two couples. They go out to dinner, and listen to this. They go out to dinner, they buy a bottle of wine, they all eat steaks. Next thing you know, they piss the bottle of wine, they shit the steaks, and that $300 or $400 has gone out the window. Excuse the way I say that so bluntly. It's the truth, guys. Take care of your property, keep it safe, long lasting, saving money, make it look great. Believe in your price, Joe. Don't be afraid to raise that price up and see what happens. I can guarantee that your conversion rate may go up.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot for 50 cents. You know what the hell, 55. And then if there's a problem, I'll drop it to 50, whatever, right? And the way I'm going to pitch it is, hey, listen, because these people are saying, oh, my neighbor got it for this, my neighbor got it for this. To say, okay, well, that was my pricing because I was out cold calling in the wintertime. I purchased my product early and got a screaming deal. Listen, things have changed. It's now the summer, it's busy, it's going up. That's it, right? Find somebody who does it better? Probably not.
You know why? Because you're going to do 4 driveways at $400. You're going to do 4 driveways at 5 driveways at $400, and you're going to bring home $2,000 that day. Like, that's the kind of money you need to be making, man. You're no longer working at that other job. You need to go out there and make $1,000 plus a day when you're out there working, right? You've got 110 working days left in the season up there in Canada. You got to go out there and make 90 grand or 100 grand, right? So that's the only way we're going to do it, brother. I'm happy to hop on a call with you. I'd like to keep rocking on that.
Sell the product. Sell the product you're using.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what we're doing too. And you know what? I'm taking it right out of your book, Judd. Right? Like I'm telling them, actually we're using professional asphalt emulsion sealer. It is trusted in international airports in the U.S. and Canada. It's 100% legit. In fact, because I care so much about the quality of my product, I drive 14 hours to Quebec to pick it up. Now, listen, I only did it the one time because that's where I got the pricing and I had to do it. You know what I mean? But they don't know that. They think I do it all the time for fun, right? Because I know they believe in it, right? So, and that's another thing too, Judd. I don't know where else I can get it. I know I'd love to buy from you guys, and as far as equipment goes, I'm with you guys 100%. You got my business as far as we grow, right? But I need emulsion sealer at the same kind of quality, closer, Because that drive, it says it's 5 hours there,
You
5
should
hours
not,
back.
you should not be driving anywhere. And what we're going to do is we're going to set you up to make sure that you're getting not just one pallet of sealer. It makes no sense. Shipping's too much. You got to get like 4 pallets at a time, and then shipping's reduced dramatically. Let's talk.
Yeah.
We'll work something out where we can make it happen for you. I'm here to serve you.
Yeah, I've taken up a lot of time here, but hey, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Right, I had to get it out. So
Cool.
thanks
Congrats.
everybody for waiting. Yeah, thanks, man.
Congrats. All right, let's do this. I'm going to bring on a special person, a guy that I've built a great friendship with, a guy that has bent over backwards to help Asphalt Kingdom in our community. So as our community has grown and that more and more people are coming into the AKA community, the mission is to be able to, of course, leverage all of our wonderful faces on here and all of our businesses to be able to work as one, to be able to secure solutions for your guys' businesses. And so one of the topics that has been important to us is funding, but we've also been really, really digging into the solution of insurance. And insurance for your business is something that's really, really important. Some of you may already have insurance, some of you may not, but I'm going to bring on a gentleman who has multiple decades of experience building insurance programs for very large national companies. I don't know if we're allowed to mention them, but he will be brought on and he can talk about it. But certainly an incredible human being, always here to serve, has the lighthouse mentality and paying it forward. Welcome to Spotlight, Stephen. We're going to talk insurance, guys, right now. So come on. Are you unmuted, Stephen?
I am. Yeah. Hi, guys. You know,
What's happening?
glad to be here. I met Judd through a referral, and it's been great ever since. I love his attitude, and I love the group. And we are rocking with the insurance program. We have the coverages that you're going to be needing. I've set up programs for McDonald's and Wendy's and Brewster's and some other organizations. So I just see it growing tremendously, and you know, looking forward to it. And you know, we've got all the coverages you need. Next week we're supposed to preview a special program just for Asphalt Kingdom. So right now,
it's so exciting for me, Stephen. Like, this is, guys, a lot of you who know me for many years, like, this was part of the mission, is to be able to build a community to the point where we have, by the way, the AK Roundtable community is now over 800 people. 800 people. That's it's huge, right? Obviously there's a smaller number that's live right now, but we have 800 people that are part of the community that have actively signed up for it. And to you guys, that's a mission. Everybody has done that. And so when I was speaking with Stephen to actually roll this out and for him to put a package together, it was like, Stephen, I need to make sure that our rates are, we get corporate umbrella rates, really, really great rates, and also an incredible professional connection with you. And so Stephen isn't offloading people to other staff of his. He just literally is dealing with you guys directly and working with you, which is something so huge. I may have, this may grow really quick, Stephen, where you're going to need help from your people. But at the end of the day, thank you so much for literally putting together presentations for other people. I know you've been doing that for people within the AK Roundtable, and it's just huge. So thank you for all your time on this, man. Really appreciate this.
And you're welcome. And
so we have a presentation, right, that you sent over to me that we're just going to go through quickly. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah.
Super. Okay, cool. Guys, watch this. Take a look at this. Hopefully you find this very helpful. And at the end of this, we'll make sure that Stephen's information is shared with all of you in the recap email. And it is also, if you're on Facebook, in our chat groups, we also have an insurance chat group in there that we've started. So just bear with me. Let me get this over here and we will rock and roll. And I'll share sound. There we go. Can everybody see my screen? Fantastic. All right, cool. Let's click the fancy present button. So Steve, I guess you'll walk us through here, of course. So this is insurance needs that are basically for small business, right?
Yeah, correct. Every business is different, but there's certain basic things that every business does need. And that one of those is a business owner's package policy, which used to be 10 or 15 years ago. You had to take a piece of insurance here. You had to get a part of a policy in another place. And now the companies have packaged them to where you have business owners coverage, you have property, general liability, you've got crime coverage, you've got your accounts receivable, cyber insurance if you need it, and you've got every aspect of your basic core business covered. And one of the biggest risks that you guys have, and this is statistic that I just pulled out today, the people who drive and use the vehicle for work, like you guys do, you have the 7th most dangerous job in the country. So when you're out there, be careful. And that's the long and the short of it, is always be aware of what's going on around you. Always be aware of the other person, and teach that to your people as you get more trucks and more equipment. We'll have programs for you. We'll have information for you where you can just get online and you can pull information down on how to best handle every aspect of your business insurance. So here we have commercial auto insurance. Go ahead.
Just like your personal vehicle is legally required to have car insurance, the vehicles you drive for work must also be insured. Whether it be a single sedan for work transportation or a fleet of service trucks, if you operate commercial vehicles for your business, you need commercial vehicle insurance. Our independent agents at trustedchoice.com have the answers and work for you, not the insurance companies. We know how important your business is. This is your dream, and we're here to protect it with the right policy that's specific to your needs. Types of coverage include liability, collision, comprehensive, and loss, which will protect you in most accidents and incidents. But there is also coverage if you hire a driver or if one of your employees needs to drive their personal vehicle for work purposes. Types of policies vary greatly from business to business. We can steer you in the right direction. Make the right choices when it comes to insurance. Make the trusted choice.
All right, Stephen. So recap on that. Basically, is what I'm understanding is that, of course, every single one of us owning a business needs to have vehicle insurance. If we don't have vehicle insurance, which makes I think it makes a ton of sense. Every single person here should have insurance if you're driving. What's the difference between just personal insurance and business insurance when you're driving?
Well, if you, and I know I've spoken with several of the guys, and they might buy a personal auto policy for their pickup, even, dually 3,500 even. But if you are doing business with your vehicle and you have an accident while you are engaged in your business, and that is not endorsed on your policy, or you don't have a business owner's policy, then you are not covered and you will be paying that claim out of your pocket. So that is a real important part, and what you need to take into consideration in doing that. So that, and there's a difference in trailer coverage. You can get your trailers are covered on a personal auto policy if you're hauling your basement stuff to your neighbor's house, or taking it to your grandparents and sticking it in the basement or whatever. But when you are hauling business equipment, that trailer is not covered under a personal auto policy. So
Got it. Great. So now we go into BOP insurance. Can we go ahead and play this?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Being your own boss can be great, but it also means it's your responsibility to be successful. That means it's pretty important to find top-of-the-line, affordable insurance that fits your business. Whether it be a flower shop or a boutique retail store, a business owner's policy, or BOP, is what you need. BOPs are a cost-effective solution that are reserved for low-risk businesses that need coverage but may not need the high-level protection of, let's say, a trampoline park. The right business owner's policy is a surefire way to protect your livelihood. Our independent agents at trustedchoice.com have the answers and work for you, not the insurance companies. We know how important your business is. This is your dream, and we're here to protect it with the right policy that's specific to your needs. So make sure to get your BOP ASAP and make the right choices when it comes to insurance. Make the trusted choice.
All right, great. So BOP coverages, can you just take us through this? So BOP covers, these are all the different verticals or pods within or that surround BOP?
Right, and that's what I was getting at earlier is you've got all your property coverages for your office, for your equipment, all that is right there. Business income coverage covers you if you are not able to work. You know, if something happens and your equipment's damaged, there's a national catastrophe, you're not able to work, business income coverage covers you. The glass breakage in your office, you know, that is something that can happen to anybody, and that's covered 100%. Boiler machinery coverage, that is a little bit of a misnomer. That covers all of the equipment that you have in your office and that you use. So you have got some pretty extensive coverage there. Employee dishonesty coverage, you know, it's like Judd was saying about partners. You never know what can happen, and you can have great employees. You can have somebody that gets in a hard time and it costs you money, and that covers that. Crime coverage, if you're picking up those checks and you've got cash and you are robbed or somebody takes it out of your office, you're covered. Hired non-owned auto liability is very important. The worst workers' comp claim I've ever seen happened because a woman was going from the attorney she worked for, she was delivering some papers, and she got hit head on, and it was a horrible accident, and she was at fault. So the company could have been sued even though she was using her personal vehicle. That coverage protects you. Commercial general liability, you know, obviously, if any, from your website, intruding on somebody's rights, to somebody coming on your property, to you damaging somebody else's property, your commercial general liability protects you.
Got it. Thank you. So business owner protection. Got it.
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent. Brandon, did you have a question? Your hand is up. Did you have a question regarding the BOP, or did you have another question?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, sorry, this is my first time on this call, and actually I was testing out some of the features on it. I apologize for that.
No problem. Perfect. All right, Steve, welcome, by the way, welcome. Stephen, I'm going to go ahead and continue on to umbrella insurance. So business umbrella insurance, do you need it? Let's listen to what they have to say.
You started your business in your mom's garage and have grown and expanded into a national business empire, shipping your goods all over the country. It's time to start thinking of business umbrella insurance, an extension of your existing policy. But what is business umbrella insurance? What does it cover? What does it cost? Our independent agents at trustedchoice.com have the answers and work for you, not the insurance companies. We know how important your business is. This is your dream, and we're here to protect it with the right policy that's specific to your needs. Small or large, your business can always benefit from the excess limits of coverage a business umbrella provides. For example, if your company is sued and the cost of defense exceeds what your regular insurance provides, a business umbrella policy covers those costs and protects you from having to pay out of pocket. We'll point you in the right direction. Make the right choices when it comes to insurance. Make the trusted choice.
Very cute.
Yeah, I see it's better looking than I am, so yeah.
All right, I'm going to take this off share here. So Stephen, just to summarize, because of course you've been in this a long time. How long have you been in insurance for?
I started with Nationwide in 1988.
There you go. And so, you know, my mission here as bringing the community together is to bring the pros to the table. And so when we connected in the conversations that we've had, there's absolutely no doubt that you're incredible at communicating. You know more about this than anybody else I know. So I'm really, really grateful that you're here, and for the community, like for everybody else here. You have, as I say, you've got an OG of insurance in here. So let's go ahead and bring up any questions that any of you might have relating to insurance and the importance of it. Because I do know that there is a member of the AK Roundtable who had a really challenging experience with his business. And of course, insurance is what saved it. So let's go into this. John Vansel, your hand is up.
Yes, Judd, I had a question for Stephen, and it would be, is this insurance available to Canadian businesses as well?
It's going to be, we're going to have international capacity to expand into Canada.
Awesome, thank you.
Stay tuned for those updates too, John. We're going to be sending out an email to everybody, giving you updates on the insurance opportunities where you guys can go and submit applications and quotes and get your quotes and set up with Stephen to make sure you're set up properly. So stay tuned for that, brother.
Yeah. And I'll be glad to, if any of you have any questions and you want to shoot me an email or call, you feel free.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Jeanette, come on, your own.
Hey, you're doing good tonight. I have a couple questions and concerns. So I got my business insurance through Hiscox, and it's general liability. But what I didn't know at the time was and they told, oh, everything's covered. Well, I didn't know everything was not renter's insurance. And there are some things that I have been learning that are not covered. And I've been reaching out to several different insurance companies. And one lady told me I need to find a company that will sell me a marina policy, because that would be my best bet right now. And I don't really want to have to combine two policies into make our company have, like full coverage of everything. So I mean, if you have any advice, if you're selling insurance, I would love to get your information to find out exactly what insurances would be our best bet right now, because we're definitely interested in that, and especially
I'd be glad to consult with you on that. And if you just go to www.akprogram.com, there's a short little form to fill out, and that will automatically come to me, and a longer form will come to you with all the vehicle, you put all your vehicle information and everything in it. But what she was speaking about was something to cover your tools, and that is already built into our package policy.
Okay.
She was talking about an inland marine policy. That is designed for your tools.
Right. And so, say we wanted to go rent equipment from somewhere, renter's insurance would be required to rent equipment.
It's all built in. If you let me know about it in advance, it's all built into the VIP policy.
Okay. And it's akprograms.com.
AK Program, singular, AK Program. I put it in the chat, everybody, as well. It's just a short form to fill out, and then Steve will be in touch. And I would strongly recommend going through there. Have the proper coverage. You don't want to be in a situation where you don't have it. It's one of the best. I don't want to call it an investment, if you know what I mean, but it's where what you want and what you need.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Stephen, come on. You are on. Next contestant, brother. Let's do this.
Hello. I have a question about certificates of insurance. I was asked by a property management company to provide a certificate of insurance, and they have properties all over my province. And so I said, hey, no problem. I talked to my insurance guy, and he said that I needed to know the specific address of each property.
Well,
Is that correct?
Yeah, it's not common practice to issue a blanket certificate.
Okay.
So he would issue a certificate for you, or I would issue a certificate for you for a particular property, because otherwise it has a blanket effect and could extend coverage, far greater than you know about by not having a specific address.
Okay. Is it just as simple as calling the guy up and saying, I need a certificate for 1, 2, 3, 4?
Some of ours, we use, right now, we are using Travelers, Hartford Nationwide, and one other company. And, and while we're getting the actual AK program with a specific company solidified. But all of those have portals. You just go in and issue your own certificate. Get the address. So, or you can call us and we'll issue it.
Okay.
I do have a question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks.
We
brother.
make it easy. So, and we're trusted choice agents.
Somebody else has a question. Brandon, you have a question? Your hand is up.
Yeah, I have a question this time, actually.
Welcome.
Hey, so I'm new to all of this as far as the business sides go, and I had a mentor of mine who said, whenever you do start your business, you need general liability, and he mentioned to me about the just kind of talked about $2 million policies, for the year, something like that. At the time, I didn't really understand it, so I went and got general liability. And he's been doing this for a long time, and he had only mentioned that. But I had a friend recently who told me, hey, there's this job that you can do, but the lady requires you to have you need to have workers' comp, and you also have to have commercial liability for your truck. And these are the first time these things are happening. So I wasn't sure if different companies are going to have different requirements or if it's all the same, or what few things do I need to just make sure that I'm all the way covered?
Well, you need your a business owner's policy, the BOP, commercial auto policy, and an umbrella, workers' comp in most states, and a few are covered through the state itself. There are 8 states like that, and they're called monopolistic, and they take care of the workers' comp. You have to buy it through the state. But that, and then the umbrella, usually we sell a package policy with $1 million, $2 million aggregate, $2 million aggregate, which means that you can have 2 $1 million claims during the year and they'll both be covered. Hopefully that will never happen. Hopefully you'll never have one, but those are the limits. A lot of times that business will require of you. If we are successful in doing some of the things that Judd and I are talking about, and you end up in some national franchise parking lot, they're liable to require $5 million umbrella or even higher. And one of the things about the insurance program, and Judd and I spoke about it today, if it's okay, Judd, to say something, is that you're also protecting Asphalt Kingdom itself. Because if one of you get in a jam and you don't have proper insurances, where are they going to go? They're going to go where your products came from, and that's going to be Asphalt Kingdom. So
Oh, that's
there'll be,
great.
some minimum requirements probably suggested or required that you carry, just so we, know everybody's protected and know that the home office is protected too.
Right.
So
Okay. I really
you can do that.
appreciate that answer.
No problem. You can, give me a call. You fill out that form. It'll come to me with your telephone number, your email, and we can talk.
And that's with the link that was already sent, right? The link that
Mhm.
came in the chat.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's akprogram.com, akprogram.com. And I'll tell you guys again, like, don't hold back on this. Speak with Steve. He's one of the nicest, coolest guys, and he's got your back straight up. Like he'll talk to you sometimes longer than what you'd usually expect. And it's because he genuinely is a really incredible human being looking out for you guys straight up. And that's why he's on right now. I don't want to bring anybody that's not going to be right for you guys. Steve's on here because of that reason. So take advantage of it and get set up right.
Does that work in Canada?
Thank you, Judd.
Hey, Judd.
I'm sorry, everybody, you're going to just need to use that reaction thing down at the bottom to raise your hand, because there's so many people on that I don't know who's really speaking. Is that cool? Just put your hand up and it'll pop. You guys will end up popping up into the sequence. Just bear with me. Okay, Chad, come on. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. You?
Excellent.
Who was the gentleman that was on speaking about that he ran out of sealer? He started his business. He started his business, quit his job, started a business.
That was Joe Smith.
It was Joe Smith.
Joe Smith? Can Joe Smith contact me?
I don't know if Joe's on anymore.
No.
But I will get you his Instagram page that we have his information. So Matthias, can you do me a favor and get Chad Joe Smith's contact information if you don't mind? Thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Cool. No problem at all. Does anybody have any questions regarding insurance? Anything for Steve? We're at the top of the hour right now, so take advantage of the time that we have. Any questions at all? No questions, no questions. Raise your hand if you have insurance for your business right now. John Begley's laughing at me. You need insurance, right, Beggs? Beggs, come on for a second, brother.
Hey, Judd, how are you?
Good, you?
Good. Everything's well.
Everything is well here too, buddy. Kids are well. My wife's happy. I'm happy. You know that what they say, if mama ain't happy, nobody happy, right?
Life is good. That's all I can say, if that's the point.
Life.
Yeah, insurance, don't pull out your driveway unless you don't have it. I mean, you have to have it. I mean, it's number one priority right there. So.
And
Begs
for everybody that's on here that's might be, in a financial position where they can't necessarily afford it. What would you like? And Stephen, maybe you can come on here too, man. Like, what if somebody can't afford insurance?
Well, there's very few people that can't, because all of the companies that we deal with have payment plans. So, I mean, you put a small amount down and you pay monthly payments for 9 to 12 months. And, you could do one job usually and cover your payments unless you have several vehicles. I mean, that's the long and short of it. You can do one job a month and pay for your insurance.
Also, your insurance is based on your volume of work. So when you're starting off small, your insurance is going to be a lot less than when you're in the $1 million range, where the cost of insurance increases because you have workman's comp. And if you're a single employer, you're not paying workman's comp. So it's a lot less than when you don't need to buy all the insurance at once. Just get the basics down, as you said, but cover yourself before you get out there, especially on commercial work. If somebody falls and gets hurt, you don't want to be held that you lose your house over it.
Yeah, can end up costing you a lot more in the long run. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you so much. Oh, Biggs, I just had this flashback of like you playing pool in that room as I was walking by towards the other room where I was sleeping on that couch that late night, man. And I look forward to seeing you again soon, man.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'll be down in Florida again next year. I mean, count me in.
Cool.
That was a great experience, and I can't say enough about it. So thank you guys, and thank you for the roundtable. It's great.
Thank you. All right, Matthew, come on, bring it on, brother. You have a question for Stephen?
I do have a question for Stephen. Stephen, I got a policy just to take the trailer back when I went to go pick up the trailer in Florida to make sure I was covered in case I was in an accident or something like that. But they didn't tell me, they didn't ask me anything about whether I wanted commercial business insurance. And they said that it should have been covered under the policy, my personal policy. But what you're telling me, that doesn't sound correct. So,
your vehicle, you're saying, or the rest of your business?
So, they were that I'd be covered under my personal policy to haul my business trailer and equipment.
If they put a business use endorsement on your personal policy, you can, you can do limited work with that. But that is generally for someone who goes back and forth to work and they're at a specific location.
Okay.
So you want to check and make sure they put an endorsement on there for your business interest. And they
Now,
rate it
if I was to give you a call and to find out that I need the business owner's policy, is that what it's called there? Business owner's policy? That'd cover everything with.
That covers everything in your core business. And you still need commercial auto coverage. And if you're going to be doing any commercial work, an umbrella, how an umbrella functions, if there's something that's covered under your business owner's policy or your business auto policy or your workers' comp policy, and it exceeds the limits that you have on those policies, then your umbrella will drop down and attach at that $1 million level or whatever it is. If there's something missing out of your policy and it's just off the wall and it's not in your underlying insurance, which that's what those coverages are called, the umbrella will drop down and it will become coverage for that. You'll have a larger deductible, but it'll still be covered.
Okay.
Matt, go to trust me on this, go to akprogram.com and just set a consultation up with Steve and get this thing done.
Okay. We'll do.
Smartest thing to do.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, Brandon, do you want to come on? Do you want to ask some questions to Stephen?
Yeah, yes, I do have another question.
Yes, sir.
So my question is going to be when somebody what will be the purpose of let's say you have let's say you're starting off a business and you have a couple of vehicles, you got a couple of trucks you want to use to tow just anything and to do jobs, and what would be the reason for having commercial vehicle insurance? What will be the difference? Because I hear that you need that if you're using I don't know. I mean, I heard about it. I don't know what the purpose is. I mean, if you already have regular insurance for your vehicle and you're using it, why would it have to be under commercial insurance?
Because if you're operating your vehicle for a company, your insurance will not cover you for loss while you're operating for your company.
Okay.
So you don't have, if you have a personal auto policy and you have something happen while you're conducting business for your business, you don't have coverage.
I'll give you an example. So imagine that you're driving your Sealcoat truck, pulling a trailer, or you have a pickup truck, you're pulling a trailer and you've got your blower on there, your crack sealing machine and some Sealcoat, and you're on the way to a job and you lose your brakes on your vehicle and you smash into the tail end of a woman with her children in the back seat of the car. and you're operating with that personal vehicle with a personal protection plan, and you're operating a business during that time from that trailer, you're going to be screwed.
Right.
And there's no way to hide it after the accident. You've got material, you've got equipment, you cannot, you're screwed.
So do you need two policies on that one? Let's say you're using that vehicle for, just because you're converting it from just personal use to work use. Do you need two different policies?
Most commercial policies will cover an owner, especially of the company, while they're using their vehicle for personal use too.
Okay. Now that makes sense. That's pretty simple.
You usually have higher limits, liability limits that protect the company and protect you, all your personal assets.
Okay. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That answered my question.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. All right, Kevin Cunningham, what's going on? Let's bring you on. And guys, we're pretty done with time here, unless anybody has any last questions. But again, akprogram.com, you can reach out to Steve. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, how you guys doing? I was just piggybacking what John Bagel was talking about, because I have my landscape business and I didn't know, but also it covers you guys doing snow plowing. If you get the right policy, it depends how you do it. But here's the great thing. You guys are buying very expensive equipment. If that stuff gets stolen, it's covered. If you're plowing, and I didn't know this, I destroyed my plow one time by accident, they covered the whole plow. So insurance, like I was doing a job in New York City, hydraulic fluid got over the pavers, $20,000 to clean it up, covered. We didn't mean to do it, but it was covered. Insurance is cheap, it's the best thing you can get, and do not go without it. That's all I wanted to say.
Why we're here. It's why we're here, man. Make sure everybody's got the right coverage and in place with an awesome guy. And again, Stephen, you already know, man, but like one of the things, well, tell them, what was one of the things that I said in order to do what we're doing right now with this program? What did I say?
That you just wanted to have the best for your group and keep them covered and protected and have great pricing and legitimate companies back it up.
It's for you guys. I'm telling you, I'm out here batting for you guys. Like every day I'm working hard to make sure you guys are getting what you need. Trust me, the whole team is on it. So Stephen, thank you so much for all your time tonight. And again, akprogram.com, it's in the chat. I'm going to post it one more time in here. Please feel free to click the link. All right. There you go. Stephen, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Any last words?
Good. Just, feel free to give me a call. You take priority in the agency and I'll spend time, explaining what you need and how we can get it for you.
A1, great stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay, guys. Did everybody get some good value? Did we all learn something tonight? Was there something that we took away? Yes. Good. Raise your hand if you took something away tonight. Raise your hand. All right, cool. Marcelo and Arthur, you took away something tonight? Yes. I don't think that I'm not watching. I'm watching everybody on here. I've got like supersonic eye vision with these glasses. My wife bought me these glasses. She said my old ones, guys, look, she told me these ones right here were no longer looking good on me. She said they were looking too old. So I ended up having to get these fancy one with the blue light glare and all that. I kind of look a little funky. But guys, listen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the great questions. And I'm just super excited to be here. There's some very new faces on here as well. You guys will get to know. I'm excited to make that introduction next week with somebody that's on here as well that's joining our team. So that'll be really fun. Brandon, is your hand still up? Did you have something you wanted to say, brother, before we go?
I was just raising my hand from earlier whenever you said raise your hand, but I did want to say thank you to Matthias for reaching out. He was very helpful and made a good connection with him. So thank you, Matthias.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Alexander, did you want to say anything, or was that just earlier about raising the hand? That was raising the hand. All right, cool. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna go around. We go around. One word close. Everybody's gonna give a one word close on how you're feeling, what you thought of the meeting. Just one word close. All right, let's put our hands up. I'm gonna touch base with the people who have their hands up only. Use the reactions down at the bottom. And if your hand isn't up, I'm probably gonna get to you anyway, just because, you know. All right, Matthias, one word.
Family.
Awesome. Michael.
Energy.
Alexander.
Grateful.
Matt.
Great. Can you hear me?
Alexander, did you say your one word?
Grateful.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. We've got two Alexanders on here. That's great. That's cool. But I love the grateful. I'm grateful too, man. Thank you so much. It's good to see you on here.
Yep.
Cool. Alexander DeBlanco.
Excited.
Cool. Awesome. Matt Vio.
Knowledge.
John Vanzel.
Appreciation.
Spencer.
Progress.
Kevin Cunningham.
Excited.
Sydney. Come off mute. One word close. One word close. Click that mute button, Sydney. There you go. We cannot hear you, but we saw your mouth move. I think that you said, AK Roundtable rocks. That's what you said. Cool. Doug.
Knowledge. I like that one.
Marcelo.
Our word is knowledge.
Excellent. Thank you. Stephen.
Winning.
Jacob. We cannot hear you either, Jacob. Your audio's cut out. I know what you said though.
You can hear me now. I know you can.
Sure can.
Hear me now?
Yes.
I'm learning.
Me too.
Awesome.
Cool. My one word is discipline. I think that I have missed John Vanzel.
It was appreciation.
Oh, appreciation. Jonathan. Click unmute, brother. One word close. You got to say one word. We're going to stick here until you push that mute button, Jonathan.
Motivation.
All right. Cool. Let's go. Geez, who else did I miss? John Begley.
I'm with Mateus, family.
Bryant.
Mindset.
Good to see you, buddy. All right, cool. Rob McKenzie.
Burnt. How about protected for the insurance guys? Protected.
It's awesome. Chad. You're muted, brother. You got to click that mute button.
Yeah, I got it. The AK Roundtable rocks.
Yes, I agree. Brandon.
Perseverance.
Nice word. Cool. Brent. Come on, Brent. Mr. Bob Schwett. I know you're listening. There's no way that Bob can't hear us. Click that mute button and give us your one word, Bob. We want to hear it. Come on, Bob. Chris, one word close. Well, guys, look, I guess you're not on camera because you're out too busy. Oh, Bob, you're off mute now. What's the one word close, buddy?
Spectacular.
Spectacular. I love it. Cool. All right. Who else did I miss? Anybody else I missed? Come off mute and just give me your one word if I missed anybody. It's hard because everybody's bouncing around.
Determination.
All right. Next. Anybody else? Cool. Guys, I can't wait to see it next week. Next week. Same time, same place. Rewind. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second. Rewind. Listen. Right now, in this moment, in this very moment in your life, you have a future path that you're going to have to walk down this path, and it's going to have all kinds of different little roads along the way. And if you set your goal as to where you want to be by next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m., let's take the path that you truly desire and let's work as hard as we possibly can to get there. There's a lot of you out there right now that have life-changing things going on. We all do, really, right? But there's a lot of you out there that have made some pretty big decisions that can change the trajectory of your life forever, right? We heard about Joe tonight. He left his job. He's starting a new thing. The difference between success and not success is making sure we're focusing on the highest level actions that are going to drive the biggest reactions for us. Get out there, work hard. I can't wait to see you guys next Wednesday, same time, same place, right on the AK Roundtable, 7 p.m. Guys, have a great night.
Thanks, everyone. You guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, everybody.
Appreciate you.